everyone, welcome back. I thought I'd talk about makeup. Makeup is something new that I've gotten into in the past couple months. For me, up until 2 to 3 months ago, had no real clue how to do makeup the way that people in their 20s and teens know how to do makeup. So I thought I would share the tips I have learned about makeup and the things I've learned the hard way. This is my, as Captain Holt would say, it's my caboodle. I, back in the day, had a caboodle when I was probably like 13, 14. And it was, pretty sure it was Winnie the Pooh themed, and it was purple and plasticky and cardboard. This is like a grown up, it's still technically a caboodle, but it is a very grown up caboodle that now exists, so I'm excited that I own it. So the first thing I've been learning is skincare is super important, especially as a woman in my 30s. Skincare is super important. So I started investing in sunscreens, and I've had a lot of hit or misses. I don't know if you can tell, there's a whole situation happening down here because apparently my face doesn't like most sunscreens. Like, it's very particular. So I've learned in my research there's 2 different types of sunscreen. There's ones that are mineral based and ones that are chemical based. I'm not going to tell you all chemical based sunscreens are bad. They just don't work for my skin. My skin apparently hates them. I now own baby sunscreen. It's not technically face sunscreen, but I figure if it's good enough for a baby, it's going to be okay for my face. So I got that, and it is all mineral based, and it doesn't have the chemicals that my face doesn't like, and it's more gentle, and it's 50 SPF. I will never have a tan face again, unfortunately, but it's also going to take care of my skin, so trade-off. That's what bronzer's for. So this was something Maria Gloria, she's my main makeup person because I just think she's funny and I love her. She taught me that a cheap primer is actually this Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, which, yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but it works as a primer and it's super cheap and you get a lot of stuff. The first one I picked up though was like, it was labeled like super hydrating, and I thought I needed all this hydration, so I grabbed it. I don't think that was necessarily good for my face either, so I switched up to the sensitive for just a bit more gentle. So that was lesson number 2. Is just be really careful with your face because it's sensitive and it will suddenly break out on you like you are back in high school if you don't put the right stuff on. I also have eye cream now, which is this e.l.f. eye cream, and a little bit of this stuff goes such a long way, but it's really nice. I have so much skincare stuff, it's crazy. I also picked this up, which is this little refreshment eye stick. You roll it under your eyes, and it's cucumber and bamboo, and it feels so good. And it's really soothing, so I put that under my eyes too. Start with sunscreen, and then the eye moisturizer, and then the 2 primers. And at some point I roll this stuff on my eyes. And then I get into makeup. So this is why it takes me like an hour and a half to do my makeup when I'm doing like full face like this. I went years without wearing foundation because I hated it. When I was younger, it was just really thick and it made my face feel really cakey and thick, and I hated it. And then, so I would like use BB creams or tinted moisturizers. I stopped using foundation, but my Maria Gloria suggested this. It's CoverGirl and it's True Blend Matte Made. This feels so nice on my face. Like, it's so light and it feels kind of moisturizing, and it actually feels good to put on my face, and then everything's all level and even. I also learned the hard way. I actually have 2 different shades of concealer because I didn't know when I bought them the first time that your concealer should be 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. So I bought a concealer that was roughly the same shade as my skin tone, and then it was way too dark. Here's another tip I learned. If it goes on your face as a liquid, you need to set it with a powder. So foundation and concealers need to be set with a powder. So even if I don't fully bake, I will just dip a brush in this and put it all over my face. Not like heavy, but just lightly dust it all over my face to, you don't see it, but it's to make all the liquid sit. I should have mentioned this before. So whatever you're struggling with, do that first. That way, if you make mistakes, you're not having to start your whole face over at 0 and just wasted all your time. To like eye makeup and you're struggling with eyes, do your eyes first. For me, I have to do my lips first because I'm still struggling to get them even. It's hard for me to get them in a good shape and not bleeding everywhere. So I do my lips first generally, and like this is a dark lipstick, so it would stain if I need to wipe it off. You would see like it smudging around my mouth. So I always do the lips first so I can clean it up and I'm not messing up my foundation and all my powders and everything I just listed that I stick on my face. Something else I learned that probably should be obvious. I am a lip balm addict. Like I can't stand for my lips to be dry, so I will put lip balm on all the time. Don't put lip balm on right before you apply lipstick, because if you do that, your lipstick's not going to stick and then it's going to be this blurred mess all over your face. So you want your lips actually kind of dry when you put your lipstick on so it has something to stick to. I use eyeshadow for just about everything with my eyes. I use it as eyeliner, I use it for my eyebrows, and I use the actual shadow. So I play with my browns when I want to go natural, and I usually use my browns as background shades, and they're really good browns. Browns are great for blue eyes. They tend to make your eyes pop. By the way, I've also learned if you have brown eyes, purples look really good and make brown eyes pop. Just FYI for my brown eye girls out there. Don't have any tips for any other eye colors, I'm sorry. I actually used another brown as my eyeliner. And just, if you're curious how I do that, I use a brush like this, which I think is technically for packing on, but I do the eyeshadow just at the very tip, and then I just line my eyes with it, and I kind of took a blending brush and kind of blurred it out a little bit. But yeah, that's what I've done that for a long time. I always use eyeshadows as eyeliners because then you have more color options and it works for me. What I've learned for eyeshadows is you don't want to have a blank canvas, so you want a good like transition shade. So I do like one of these lighter colors down here on this end, just depending on how I'm feeling. I will put that all over the lid because you don't really see it that much. It basically matches my skin tone. I put that all over my lid, and then I pick a darker brown, kind of depending on what my eye look is looking. Normally I do just slightly darker, so maybe like this color or this color, but today I went really dark with it. I think I did this color today. And just do that, kind of airbrushing it over your crease. I use this type of brush, so it's not anything that's defined or precise, and I do it holding it at the very tip, so it is very just light and airbrushed on there. They call them transition shades, and it's to create a background for your actual eyeshadow. I really love playing around with color. This is has been my favorite palette, and this shade right here, I love orange eyeshadows. That's the biggest takeaway that I've learned in my learning of makeup, is that I adore orange eyeshadows. Anytime I have an excuse to use an orange eyeshadow, pretty much every day, somehow it's been used as eyeliner, it's been used as, have I used it as my crease color? I'm not sure, but I can't stay away from the orange shadows. Even when I try to stay away from the orange shadows, I can't, I love them. And final step, almost forgot, is I then spray everything with this matte finish setting spray. That was another lesson I learned. I actually have bought a hydrating setting spray and not knowing what I was doing, and come to find out that's a terrible idea when you use a lot of hydrating products and a lot of liquid products and don't use a lot of matte products, because spraying with hydrating spray just makes you look like you're sweating everywhere. That was makeup. That was fun. If you have any questions about makeup, let me know. I'll try to answer. If you would like to see me make over one of my friends, let me know, and I will try to make that happen. I really, really want to do a makeover on my sister, but I don't know if she'd let me, because she's not a makeup person at all, and I want to just use all the tricks I learned on her. At least I know how to do it natural too. Jen, let me do a natural face on you. It'll be fun. It'll be fun sister bonding time. Comment if you have any questions or have other makeup tips, or just want to chit chat. Like if you like this video, subscribe, share, engage, be my friend, hang out with me, adopt me for a week or two so I can sleep on your couch. You know, just be part of my community, guys. Love you guys. I was told I leave awkwardly and don't have a good sign off, but I haven't come up with a better sign off.